Athletes from across the nation, coast to coast, on hand here for these summer games. Coming up next, a full track once again. Rochelle Perron in lane 1 from Quebec. In lane 2, Georgie Mattison from Manitoba. Ashley Hughes from Ontario in lane 3. Samantha Walsh from Newfoundland and Labrador in lane 4. In lane 5, Sabrina Yumi Perron. In lane 6 from Ontario, Riley Bell. In lane 7, Nova Scotia's Bella McKenzie. And in lane number 8, Katarina Metre from British Columbia. So a full slate of racers. Any names pop out at you early on from this, Adam?
Well, if we look ahead quickly to the second heat, the defending champion is in the field, and that is Joy McLaughlin from Team Nova Scotia. A couple of athletes in this opening heat come in with seed time sub 16 seconds. That includes Rachel Perron, who's going to be in lane 1. Here is Bella McKenzie, Team Nova Scotia. She comes with a 16:04 seed time. And she's going to have Riley Bell from Team Ontario next to her. She has the best seed time in this opening heat, 13:74. And there you see Bell going through her final preparations in the red Ontario kit.
We've heard so much about the physical training that goes into the preparation for these games. Adam, talk about maybe perhaps the mental training that you might see these athletes work on in terms of routine, repetition, getting themselves into this ideal performance state. Like, how big is it? How set are they before they take off and running to stay consistent, to make sure they're at their best when the time comes?
Well, especially in these sprints, just you have to have everything at a well-polished level, because it comes down to 1/100ths of a second. Sometimes it comes down to the thousandths of a second separating first from second place. So the starts are key, and then it's just executing. Now, I was a middle distance runner in my day. I was not a good middle distance runner by any stretch of the imagination, but I often thought to myself, 100 meters, you can do that. It's over in, if you're decent, it's 15, 16 seconds, 17 seconds. Of course, I wasn't going to hit those times, but just everything needs to be in tune. It needs to be calculated. And just these sprinters have worked tirelessly, especially on their starts. That is so key. And we'll see what they can do here. And just getting a look at that track, we saw when we were at the start line for the wheelchair races, the turn looked a little wet still, but they'll deal with that when they need to. But the straightaway,
Manitoba. Lane 3, Ashley Hughes of Ontario. Lane 4, Samantha Walsh, Newfoundland and Labrador. Lane 5, Sabrina Yumi-Padon. Lane 6, Riley Bell of Ontario. Lane 7, Bella McKenzie of Nova Scotia. And in lane 8, Katarina Metre, also of British Columbia. So they're getting ready to line up. Introducing the athletes to the fans. And there's a look of focus on Riley Bell.
There will be an A and B final in this event, so the top 3 finishers from each heat, and then the athletes for the next best 2 times will move on to the A final, and then the remaining 8 competitors will contest the B final.
Here you see in lane 6, Riley Bell. You talked about the importance, Adam, of routine, but you said sometimes it's about staying warm, and a lot of movement from Riley Bell as that wind is chilly.
And they've been out of their sweats for quite a bit here at the line, so the battle now just trying to stay warm, but here they are, getting ready to go.
So here we go, good start from Riley Bell of Ontario, trying to get to the front. Looks like beside her, Bella McKenzie, staying close, but right now it's Bell from Ontario. Out in front, looks like she'll cross the line first. In second, I believe, Rochelle Padon from Quebec. But a great 100 meters here to kick this off in the 100 meter Special Olympics heat number 1.
Bell doesn't even look like she's broken a sweat. She elects to start from a standing position, not using the blocks, but it certainly works for her as she got off to a great start and no one was able to really challenge her. And she comes through at 14:47. So she takes this heat by over half a second. The win